This is a CBS 17 Storm Team alert.
6:45 in the morning right now. Tens of thousands of customers across our state without power. DOT crews still very busy clearing those roads. Now they can get to some of those secondary roads. School canceled in much of our area, and that's the story this morning for many people as they get up after yesterday's winter storm.
Yes, we have so much going on. For nearly 24 hours and counting, we have had a team of meteorologists and reporters tracking every single angle of this winter storm.
And that, of course, includes our friends Paul Hagan and Aaron Clanahan, who are in the studio with what you can expect today outside and on those roads. Plus, we have 3 reporters on the ground showing you why you don't need to leave the house if you don't need to.
Yes, and for the people who do need to leave, you're probably heading to the airport. That's where we find CBS 17's Holden Kurwicki live at RDU with a look at the delays and cancellations. Holden.
Well, Felicia, Russ, after 245 flights were canceled yesterday, you would probably think it might be chaos out here at RDU right now. It was busy this morning, but just take a look. It's very calm, and it may actually be slower out here than you would typically expect. And that's because the airlines are so proficient at this that, where it used to take days to get everybody rescheduled, a lot of people were, checked back in, had their bags dropped off, and back through security, really before 6 o'clock this morning. Now, over at Terminal 1, we're in Terminal 2 right now, which is the main terminal that you come to. The security checkpoint did just reopen at 6:30 this morning, and that's because Southwest, which runs Terminal 1, they are reopening their flights and their ticket counters at 8:30 this morning. Their first flight out is going to be at 9 o'clock. And same with the American Air regional flights. If you have one of those flights that may have got rescheduled, you might want to check because it should be rescheduled for today. Now, if you are coming out, again, check before you come because I am still seeing some delays. There are a few cancellations depending on where you're headed because if flights aren't coming in, they can't head out. Live at RDU, Holden Kurwicki, CBS 17 News.
All right, Holden, thanks for that. Well, CBS 17's Richard Essex has been riding around in the mobile news tracker since yesterday.
Yes, he has been in there for quite some time, but he did have a break. He didn't have to sleep in there overnight. Good. So that's some good news. But Richard, you are keeping a very close eye on a lot of different areas. You were in Durham earlier on, then Person County. Where are you now?
Well, we are out in the what I'm going to call the boonies of Person County. We are actually having a little bit of technical problem. I couldn't hear anything anybody was saying, but we're trying to find
Mooney Road.
So we're on Mooney Road, trying to find one of those roads that has been closed. Travel out in this part of the county has been tough, to say the least. It's very hit and miss on what has been plowed and what has not. This road has been plowed, but this is the first one that we have come across in the past 25 minutes or so that has been even reasonably passable. We did come across some neighborhoods that did not have power, which there appears to be some sporadic power outages in this part of the county. We are starting to see some of the cars that have been left on the side of the road that are still there. So when you get out today and start your travels, a couple of things you need to be looking out for. There are still cars left in some of the ditches and some of the medians of some of the bigger roads. The bigger roads have, for the most part, been cleared. It's going to be the side streets, neighborhoods, and some of your service streets where you're going to have problems. And still, in some areas, you're going to be running into pedestrians. We'll be keeping an eye on the traffic and the weather up here in Pearson County. In the mobile news tracker, Richard Essex, CBS 17 News.
All right, Richard, thanks for that. Well, people in Durham and Orange counties dealing with some of the highest snow totals, at least in our area.
That's right. All the school systems there are closed today, as well as Duke and UNC. CBS 17's Derek Lewis is live for us this morning. You have been in Durham County all morning long. How are things looking now?
Yeah, we have been here all morning long. Right now, we are in downtown Durham, right here on the CCB Plaza. I want to give you an idea of what it looks like here. There is still a lot of ice and snow here on the sidewalks as well as the plaza. But if you take a look at the street, you can see that the street has been plowed. We have seen plow trucks out here this morning, several of them going by, just doing a double check of the main roads, making sure that they are clear for people who may be coming out in this type of weather. It's still raining right now, so the streets are pretty wet. That's a condition that you'll see around around here for the most part. But take a look at this sign. This sign says use caution. All walkways, including the sidewalks and parking areas, may be slippery. This condition may cause an injurious fall. There is a risk. You must use caution. Again, this is what they're talking about. Nobody really wants to walk in this. And since we've been out here this morning, we've actually seen a few people walking by. And as they walk, they actually walk in the street. There's not much traffic as far as cars. So they're deciding to walk here in the street so that they won't be involved in this mess here. It is very slippery. Again, Durham Public Schools are closed today, as well as Durham County Schools, because of the road conditions. Crews are going to be trying to get to secondary roads when they can, but right now the main roads they're tackling right now, again, plow trucks are coming through and doing what they can. Live in Durham, I'm Derek Lewis, CBS 17 News.